Hi, I'm Ronnie Crass. For the textbook version, I decided to choose the Christian Reed Smith versus the State of Idaho case. Happened December 1st, 2005. And basically, in the case, there's a tenant that burns a couch, and him and his friend carried the couch outside. And in the process, they stated they damaged the wall. Um, this damage was reported to the landlord. However, the following day, the fire department was called back to the same place for the couch that was outside smoking. The fire department responded. A firefighter showed up, went inside, checked the house, didn't find any more significant damage, went on his way. A battalion chief then showed up. The landlord requested him to go inside and check it out a little further. And they found evidence that disproved that the couch was too close to the baseboard heater, and that's what caused the couch to catch on fire. In the process of being in there with the landlord, there was drugs and other drug paraphernalia that were discovered in the house. And in the meantime, they convinced the tenant, after he showed up on scene later on, they actually picked him up from work. They got him to voluntarily sign a consent form for them to search the house. The relevancy of this is that some fires that we show up on are very minor. We've all been to them. There might not be any damage when we leave, but we need to follow the correct SOGs to avoid motions to suppress that evidence that could get thrown out if it goes to court. So we need better inspection, better investigation to take place prior to leaving that scene, so we don't give up that scene and put it back into the homeowners or the tenant or the landlord and put us in those situations. The recent case I chose was the state of Wisconsin versus Greg Douglas Griswold. This case was on March 4th of 2021. Basically what this case is it's an outside burning situation where a guy had some stuff. I guess he had some kind of structure fire. I'm not sure if it was a house or what it was, but he was burning some of this wood on his property. And the reason he stated he was burning this wood when the fire department showed up is so he didn't have to make extra trips to the landfill and get charged extra money, things like that. So in court, I guess Griswold argued that he was burning this stuff to keep warm, but this was never mentioned to the fire department or the chief that was on scene. So the relevancy of this is that every fire department deals with open burning. We go to it almost daily where I work. Somebody's burning, and a lot of times it's the same people over and over and over that burn. So you need to know your SOGs. You need to know what the EPA allows, what they don't allow. You need to know who's got a permit, who doesn't have a permit, and you need to document the events properly and the statements that occur while they're to keep us out of the situations that we can get in. For the current event, I was reading through, and I got the child severely burned attempting a TikTok craze. We all know social media posts are crazy these days, with schools calling off because of threats and such. This one deals with the child from East Haven, Connecticut. He's got a bottle of alcohol, and he was severely burned after he tried lighting this bottle of alcohol on fire. Apparently, it's supposed to make some whoosh sound, and he got some pretty bad burns, and he could have been killed. But the relevancy for this case to, not really a case, but the event is TikTok happens in every community across the whole country. But we need to have a good fire education program to educate the children, not just educate the children, but we need to educate adults that they need to find out what their children are actually doing and what they might come across on social media these days. For the officer development, looked at the Blue Card program, and I am not familiar with the Blue Card program at all. It's something I'd like to become more familiar with. I'd like to find out why our chief doesn't really want to use it. We actually just had an incident command class training, and our chief is against it. I'm not sure why, but I know our other communities like Coleraine use it. I believe Forest Park uses it. I saw one of the other guys on the video talk about that, but I'm interested to find out more. I can see the benefits I can have, but I also can see the guy from the city of Cincinnati on here saying why they don't use it. And I can see both sides of the deal.